Welcome back to Abhidhamma class, and let's start our today's Abhidhamma study, reciting Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay. So today we are going to continue studying the insight knowledge, 10 insight knowledge, as we have studied the purification process, Visuddhi. So in the Abhidhamma Sangha text, Venerable Anuruddha explained the practice of Vipassana Jnana, the development of insight knowledge, by two ways. One is the gradual development of the purification, so purifying, starting from the moral precept and concentration, and as the purification of mind. After that, the all 7 purification should be completed one after another, and there we can match with the development of the Vipassana Jnana and the purification of knowledge, purification of virtue is not reaching to the Vipassana Jnana yet. It's just the practicing moral training. So 4 kinds of moralities. They are also considering of the development of mindfulness. That is called the Indriya Samvara. Indriya Samvara Sila is restraining of the 6 sense faculties, so that the unwholesome nature cannot come into mind. And then by the practicing concentration, either of the essence or absorption concentration, one can purify his mind. This is the power of concentration. Then for the purification of pure, you need to discern the characteristic, etc., understanding the characteristic, the function, manifestation, and proximate cause. These as the of the mentalities and material phenomena. And this is just the general understanding, just to wipe off the wrong view. After that, he really discerned the ultimate reality of mental phenomena and material phenomena with their condition. So this is called the Namarupa Parichida and Pacaya Prikaha 2 jnana. So for understanding the condition, so the condition here, the characteristic, etc. And after discerning of the condition for the mental and material phenomena, so the first one is considered as the Namarupa Parichida jnana, because it can discern the mental phenomena and material phenomena, focusing on their characteristic, etc. So here in this case, we have to keep in mind, if we talk about the realities of mental phenomena and material phenomena, they just have four aspects of characteristic function, manifestation, and proximate cause only. If we put aside these four aspects, we cannot find the mentality and material phenomena. What are these? So, seeing the characteristic, etc., of mentality and material phenomena, I mean, in the meditator, the yogi, can discern the mentality, real mentality and material phenomena. But up to that stage, he does not see the condition of them. Then when he sees the condition of mentality and material phenomena, the particular mentalities and material phenomena have their certain condition to arise and to pass away. So in this way, he can wipe out all the doubt by seeing the condition. All the doubt refers to these mentalities and materialities arise by chance or created by any supreme beings, etc. Then, so these are two knowledges. First one can discern the mental and material phenomena. Second one can add the condition with their condition. So sometimes these are included or these are counted as vipassana jnana. But in this Abhidhamma Sangha text, some commentary, they counted this also, these two knowledges also approach into the ultimate reality with the knowledge, with the inside knowledge, and they name as a vipassana jnana. But in this book of Abhidhamma Sangha, Brahmana Acharya Anuruddha does not include in the enumeration of vipassana jnana. You have to take a note here. And here vipassana jnana starts from the knowledge of comprehension. And it continues the knowledge of rise and fall and dissolution, fearfulness, danger, disenchantment, desire for deliverance, reflection, equanimity toward the formation. They finally reach to the conformity. And these 10 are recognized as vipassana jnana in this book. Then Angodrabu also not recognized, but in some cases the vipassana jnana extends to the knowledge of Angodrabu jnana. So here the reason is, according to the believer Acharya Anuruddha, he just collect those mind movement, the knowledge arise with those mind movement, and focusing on the characteristic or the common characteristic of ultimate reality, which is called anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, non-self. This character is only when the knowledge focus on these three characteristics, he like to recognize vipassana jnana. Because of that, the two jnana become exception. So here the namarupa parichira jnana, mental and material phenomena, focusing on their characteristic, but these are not common characteristic, not sharing characteristic, anicca, dukkha, and anatta. This characteristic is called their own intrinsic characteristic, their own characteristic or individual characteristic. For example, the earth element have the hardness or softness. These are individual characteristic of the earth element. It does not share with the other elements or other materialities or mentalities. Only these belong to only earth elements. And so the others here, starting from the knowledge or comprehension, the emphasis go to the all common characteristic of all ultimate realities, all conditional phenomena of the anicca, dukkha, and anatta. So this is a different. Although here the purification of wrong view stage focus on characteristic. This is called the individual characteristic. And this another one, Paccaya Parikkaha Jnana, the knowledge of discernment of conditions. So this also just focusing on condition, not reflecting as the impermanent suffering or non-self. That is why he keep out of the enumeration of insight knowledge. Okay, so for the Gotarabu Jnana, so although this is the highest mind moment in the practice of Vipassana Jnana, this take Nibbana as its object, this Gotarabu moment. That's why he does not include the Gotarabu Jnana as the Vipassana, not paying attention on the anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Okay, so let's keep going to study about the 10 insight knowledge. So Sammasana Jnana and comprehension, Uriyabhya Jnana, rise and fall. So these are 10 jnana. Then focusing on the only Banga Jnana. And these, all of them, although this just say the rise and fall, is that rise and fall of the formation, rise and fall of the formation, rise and dissolution of the formation. Then Bhaya Jnana, same thing, focusing on the formation, keeping in mind, main focus as the dissolution moment, then the knowledge develop up with the concept, with the attitude of the fearful, approach of fearfulness, then dangerous and disenchantment. This just development, a little bit changing, not much change, and desire for deliverance. After the Bodhisankha Jnana, reflection again, then Sankharupekkha Jnana, equanimity. So Sankhara and Upekha. Sankhara is formation and Upekha is equanimity. So the knowledge with the equanimity towards the formation. Then Anuloma Jnana, conformity. At that time, it is ready to give a rise the emergence of the path consciousness. So let's see, starting from the Sammasana Jnana, the knowledge of comprehension. So before the arising of the knowledge of comprehension, the first Vipassana Jnana, it needed a particular state of mind, particular state of knowledge, that also knowledge, as we have counted as two knowledge on the conditional phenomena in the three plane of existence. These are called the sensual plane and fine material planes and immaterial planes. Yeah. So it is the formation. Formation refers to the conditional phenomena, sankhara, and he discerned. I mean the Namarupa Parichira Jnana and Paccaya Parikkaha Jnana that time. So because he could already discern this mentality and materialities of three plane of existence with their condition. So two knowledge, you have to remember two knowledge just before the Sammasana Jnana. And in Pali, these are called the Namarupa Parichira Jnana and Paccaya Parikkaha Jnana. So these two jnana, two knowledge are necessary to develop the Sammasana Jnana, knowledge of comprehension. Because the Sammasana Jnana will reflect or were trying to comprehend the ultimate reality of mental and material phenomena, making them as a group. Here, collecting them into groups, different way of groups, yes, such as aggregates, etc. So divided into parts. But divided into parts also have the aggregates, 5 aggregate. Present also have 5 aggregate. Future also 5 aggregate. In this way, this is the Abhidhamma Sangha test, the short explanation. So we will see them after the work of comprehension, the knowledge of comprehension. The meditator is mind, focusing on the formation of the mentality and material phenomena, and the knowledge arise. That knowledge is called Sammasana Jnana. What it does is the impermanence, comprehension as impermanent, as suffering, as non-self. So as I said, this is the beginning point of the Vipassana Jnana, focusing on 3 characteristics, impermanent, suffering, and non-self. So this approach of impermanent comes through the sense of destruction. Since he was focusing the ultimate reality of mental and material phenomena with their condition and collecting them into the group, and he does understand this with the destruction come in the process. All of them are not in the solid, or none of them are everlasting. That is why and he get the sense of destruction. Then he keep in mind as impermanent nature. These ultimate realities of mental and material phenomena, all of them have the sense of destruction, so he keep in mind as impermanent, and the sense of fearfulness, and keep in mind as the suffering and non-self, because there's no core or the everlasting or stable state of their nature. Here, a short explanation comes: duration, continuity, and moment. So we will study about the Sammasana Jnana as mentioned by the Acharya Anuruddha in this short explanation. So let's see them. If we follow his explanation, past thing, he said the making group like the aggregate, khanda, etc. So the first one refers to one method of Kalapa Sammasana. So the Sammasana Jnana has 4 kinds, and the first one, as he mentioned, to making group divided into the past, future, etc. By seeing this, and we understand this refers to there are 1 type of Sammasana, the comprehension, which is called Kalapa Sammasana, and comprehension by way of group. Another one is Adhana Sammasana, this is comprehension by way of duration. So Adhana is duration. And this is the longer periods compared to the following 2. Then the third one is Santati Sammasana. This is by way of continuity. So he comprehends the nature of ultimate reality by way of continuity. This becomes shorter. And the last one is Khanda Sammasana. He comprehends by way of moment. So this is the shorter one, shorter period, each mind moment connected to the mind moment. Okay, let's see these 4 kinds of Sammasana. So the first one, collecting them into group, as mentioned by the Abhidhamma Anuruddha. So this shows the comprehension of samasana jnana, the knowledge of comprehension, prepare to promote its level. So this phase, this is the beginning phase, just making into groove. So how it makes is mental and material phenomena, although, as we said, samasana jnana focus on the characteristic. Yes, because focusing on characteristic is not the specific moment yet at the beginning. The meditator consider all materialities or mentalities. So collect into the group refers to the khandha, etc. Sometimes refers to the aggregate, sometimes refers to the basis. We have learned about the 12 bases, ayatana, and the elements, and sometimes the paticca-samuppada, etc. So keeping in mind as a group, according to the sutta teaching explained, so he can make the group, first of all, about the aggregates. So he consider all the materialities of whether the past, future, present, internal or external, gross or subtle, inferior or superior, far or near. So this is, this expression followed to the statement of Anattalakkana Sutta, second sutta of the Buddha. By that, the 5 ascetics of Pancavaggiya could attain the arhatship. So there, the Buddha explained by way of aggregate. So all aggregate or mentalities, materialities or mentality should be approached by 11 aspects, 11 approach. So past or future divided into past, future, and present, the starting period or time, and internal or external, etc. So this differs from the only present moment. Not only present moment, this refers to the past and future as well, or not only internal, external as well, like this. So collecting them by nature of ultimate reality or materiality, and he called it these all are. It doesn't matter, it is past, future, or present. All of them share the nature of materiality. Then he recognized as the materiality aggregate that he comprised by the material aggregate. And in the same way, keeping in mind the mental fetters of feeling. So feeling is one of the 52 mental fetters. The mental fetters, although it has the past, future, present, or internal, external, etc., all of them share the nature of feeling. Then he made conclusion and comprise as the aggregate, feeling aggregate. And in the same way, perception, in focusing on the mental fetter or perception, either of the past or future or present, and he comprised as the perception aggregate. Then mental fetters of formation, the remaining 15 mental fetters are regarded as the mental fetters of formation. Then focusing on them, and all of them are comprised as the formation aggregate. And the consciousness, finally, the consciousness itself. So all of the consciousness have the nature of knowing the object. Then he makes the group by that. Then in this way, he could discern the characteristic here. He could discern the mental characteristic of mentalities and materialities, keeping in the group. So the first stage is making group. This is 5 aggregates. So material aggregate, feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, formation aggregate, and consciousness aggregate. Yeah, these are these can be comprised under this particular aggregates. But all of them share three characteristics of impermanent, suffering, and non-self. Then he keep this understanding, this comprehension towards the formation in the three realm of existence. Here you should note that external, etc. Then so following the past and future, not only human beings. Okay, so this is the first samasana, which is called the comprehension by way of a group. So these groups can be sometimes, for some people, they like as, okay, this is mentality and this is materialities, okay? And some people like to extend a little bit, and these are under the particular aggregates. For some people, they like to, for larger version, and then they connect to the 12 bits, and the largest one, 18 elements, and sometimes to the 22, we already learned that, 22 types of indriya, etc. So making group accordingly. Then, so after making group, not just making group, and then, as Anuruddha mentioned that the knowledge of comprehension, how it works. So this shows the accurate description of the characteristic of formation collected into 5 groups, not just making into group. So the knowledge is really work to discern the impermanent, suffering, and non-self nature. So although he's focusing on the group of formation, so he just see the characteristic. All of them share the characteristic. So the sense of destruction, the kayatina, because all these formation of mental and material phenomena undergo destruction. So exactly where they arise. So wherever they arise and they disappear at the same place, at the same spot of the physical body or mentality, they do not pass some other state retaining their identity. So they cannot change. The earth element into the fire element, we cannot change. Also, they have the nature, they never change, because it is too fast to disappear and just arise there and disappear exactly where they arise. So by seeing this nature, and the meditator can identify with the characteristic of impermanence because of their nature. If they don't have this kind of nature, the meditator cannot truly recognize the impermanent nature. So for some yogi, they just develop this is impermanent by focusing this and that. And this is not discerning the ultimate reality. It's just concept. So the concept does not have this kind, but ultimate reality have. Then, okay, another characteristic is recognized as suffering because all the formation, phenomena of formation connected to the impermanent nature are not stable security. So everything changing under the nature of changing and just arise and disappear. So no security at all. So that's why it is subject to be fear or fearful states. No security at all. That's why it can be recognized by the characteristic of suffering. This suffering, the characteristic of suffering is different from the fear, the real fear of the common fear in daily life. I referring to the anger. This is different. So this is knowledge. And also non-self, recognized as non-self, because with these two characteristics of impermanent and suffering nature, none of them have the core or this core or self or substance, any reliable substance or any inner controller, just the process of ultimate reality arising and passing away. Then he made the conclusion with the characteristic of nasa. In this way, the knowledge of comprehension keep three characteristics in mind, focusing in the group of materialities and mentalities. The same approach will be on the following samasana as well. So the following samasana depends on time period. But sometimes I'm just making collection, or this is a group of past, future, and present, making this kind of conclusion become long. However, it does not have the time limitation, all of them under conclusion of material aggregate or mental aggregates. But here, he approached by the comprehension by way of duration. So this is extended time period. So time period, single lifetime. So when he discerned all the process of ultimate reality, starting from being born here, the all materiality arise and passes away, everything. See, all impermanent suffering and nasa. These formation, because he can see, he can discern this life, or he reduce the duration, the longevity or duration here, the time periods, 3 stages. So early life, if we consider the 100, the 30, so first time period, first stage as the 30 years, and second stage 30 years, or like this, and third stage. So young age and adult age and the old age. The 3 stages depends on the people's lifespan. And for some people, the 70 years, 75 years, so you can recognize as the 25 years as the first stage, and up to 50 years, second stage, and up to 75, the last stage. So discerning focus is formation. Formation refers to mentality and materialities, and divided into 3 stages, or sometimes divided into the 10 decades. So the first decades, second decades, etc. After that, each year and month and fortnight, so day and night. After that, only daytime or hours. And he recognized as the single step formation of the focus is the ultimate reality. He recognized that duration becomes shorter and shorter. The finally one step. Then, and if it becomes the shorter than the single step of formation, so it's become the series of mentalities and material phenomena. Because the series, the cognitive process are very fast. So even when the series of similar mental and material phenomena are recognized, but still have the continuity in the continuity, not reaching to the moment yet. So when he can discern, he can comprehend all the ultimate reality whenever he focuses on the moment by moment. So he can discern, he can comprehend, keeping in mind anicca, dukkha, and anatta. That stage is called khanna samasana. Okay, so these all are the knowledge of comprehension, only the first knowledge of vipassana jnana. Then he touched to the momentary, so moment by moment, mentalities and material phenomena. Then, and in this way, he need to practice to be mature that knowledge. Afterward, he see the rise and fall, and contemplate on the rising and falling of the mental and material phenomena. This is called the Uddiyabhaya Jnana, rise and fall. Here, two aspects of rise and fall. Rise means the generation. So a rising state, a generation of production, we can see due to the condition they arise. So the condition generates mentalities or materiality. Then he is not paying attention on the condition anymore, and he just pay attention to a rising states or dissolution states. Dissolution refers to change or destruction. Although this state change, not really changing into another type. Because this just appear and disappear, it seems that the dissolution moment is something like changing. Then here also in second knowledge of Uddiyabhaya Jnana, the knowledge of rise and fall, also have the two aspects to divide it. One is by way of condition and by way of moment. So the first one, by way of condition, Paccaya Vasena, and it refers to the formation arise due to their condition. So when he discern the arising formation, arising mentalities or arising materiality, the condition of the arising, condition for arising already attached. It is due to the arising of these conditions, this formation or material formation arise. Then when he focus on the six, because they are not arising, the object there is six immediately. That's why whenever he see the six statements or he sees formation and then he see in connection with cessation of their condition. So it does not remain, the condition does not remain when the ultimate reality seeks. So they arise due to the condition, they arise, they cease due to the condition. So all of them coming together. Then by way of moment is he discern the actual generation and dissolution. So moment by moment, so momentary phenomena of present moment at the arising. Keeping in mind, this is at this present moment, beside my moment, and then the mentality disappear, or focusing on the materiality in the present moment and arising and passing away. So this is called the by way of moment. So two of them are under the knowledge of rise and fall. Either focusing on the condition or just moment, keeping the moment and focusing on the generation and dissolution. Also refers to the formation, generation of formation or generation of dissolution. Then this Uddiyabhaya Jnana, the knowledge of rise and fall, can be divided into two phases, as we have mentioned in the former lesson. Before, the meditator could overcome the imperfection of insight, like the auras and delight, etc., obhasa, piti, etc. As long as the 10 imperfections are overcome, and this is considered as the tender phase, not mature yet. Then when he could overcome the inside knowledge already mature and develop in strength, become strong enough to discern the dissolution only. After discernment of rise and fall with the mature phases, then if the meditator keep practicing, then he reached to the Bhanga Jnana. He reached to the Bhanga Jnana. There, he does not pay attention on the arising or present formation, not paying attention anymore on the arising pace. he focused only on their cessation phase or destruction phase, force or breaking up. All of them are considered as the banga. So not paying attention on the arising moment and just focus on the cessation moment or destruction moment. This is called the knowledge of dissolution. The knowledge that the focus aspect different. Then after that, by focusing on the all ultimate reality in the face of cessation, in the face of destruction, all just destruction, like the sense, we make the group of heap of sand and then is falling down. And in this way, everything come to the cessation. So in his knowledge, everything come to the conclusion of destruction. Then by the majority of this knowledge of dissolution, the fearful come, which is called payanyana. When he contemplate dissolution of formation, dissolution only of formation in 3 periods of time, not only this present moment, the past formation, also the same thing. They are continuously dissolving and then ceasing and focusing on that. And he recognized all dissolving things are not secure, so really fearful. And this is necessarily fearful. It means by the knowledge. Sometimes if we don't know, if we are standing on something, as long as we don't know this is not secure and not stable enough to stand on, and we think we have confidence to stand on that, and this will not fail out. Actually, this is not because of confidence. This is depends on their actual state of actual condition. So because it cannot be stable enough to stand on, it will fail out. In the same way, in the meditator's mind, by seeing all ultimate reality arising and passing away and focusing on the dissolution moment, and he feels all of them are fearful because he just know exactly. and this is just like when we know this is not stable enough, and by the knowledge and fear come. This is the example. So before knowing, focusing on the destruction or the cessation and the ordinary things. In ordinary things, although we just conceptually understand everything changing and everything is suffering, but it is not enough to say by the knowledge that this is conceptual understanding only. Then, and when the meditator discern with the knowledge by his or her own experience, so he becomes fearful because all of them passes away. Okay, this is called payanyana. Then the knowledge of Adinava is based on the fearful. If something is fearful and he lack of any cause or satisfaction, because something fearful, it does not make you satisfied, then consider as a danger. This is just a little bit changing, this is fearful, and fearful, sometimes, some fearful things come with the attachment, that people like to see the horror movie, etc. But in this sense, by the knowledge, the majority of the knowledge are fearful, and he discern as danger, as not to be attached, just as danger. And so understand only in the unconditional phenomena. So here unconditional phenomena refers to the nibbana. So he made the conclusion all the conditional phenomena are in danger. As long as we have a conditional phenomena, we are in danger. So this is called the Abhidhamma jnana. Then what he understands, although he does not really experience to the unconditional phenomena, because he knows there's no security in the conditional phenomena, he made conclusion, this side is no secure, and the other side only secure. And this is called the Abhidhamma jnana, danger. Then because he see all the conditional phenomena and the formation in the three existence share the state of danger, and also get the sense unconditional only must be in security. So he disenchant, no more delight on these conditional phenomena that are in danger. So he starts to disenchant and take no delight with these ultimate realities of three, the three realm of existence. No more delight, even for the Brahma realms, a very fine materialities, or sometimes only mentality. The life for ordinary sin, it seems to be very nice, but for the one who keep in this knowledge, no more delight with these fine state of existence. So disenchantment is after that. His mind come with the desire to deliberate, desire for or liberation. So this is called the knowledge or desire for deliverance, Monchitu Kamyata Jnana. Because he see the fearfulness and danger in the ultimate reality of three realm of existence, and he could disconnect his mind and from this ultimate reality, although he is focusing on this ultimate reality as object of meditation. And he has no more delight because he already see the fearfulness and danger in this formation, in this reality, and also getting the sense. The sense only unconditional must be secure. Then he has the desire. So the knowledge with desire. This desire does not mean the attachment or greed. This is not attachment, because our desire to deliberate something. Deliverance is deliverance is not something to be attached. That's why this desire is not a wholesome desire, not the attachment at all. This is the desire, chanda only, to deliberate. And, and being delivered from the whole field of formation. So he went to escape from the all field of formation. All field of formation can, in other way, we can represent, we can present as the 31 plane of existence. So these are field of formation. Then he would like to deliberate. This is called the knowledge of desire for deliverance, Monchitu Kamyata Jnana. Then the number 8, is called the Patisankha Jnana. The knowledge of reflective contemplation. You may remember that the past one also comprehension. Before that, he already discerned the mentalities and materiality with their condition. After that, he comprehends in different way, making group or according to duration, certain duration. Also, he is reflecting on the formation. But here, after discerning their rise and fall and focusing on succession only, after the fearfulness, getting the sense of fearfulness and the sense of danger and disenchantment, and really desire to deliberate. After that, he just make re-examination towards the formation. The same formation is referred to mentality and ultimate reality of materialities. So he keeping in mind three characteristics the same way. What we do is we can consider making digestion. So you need to digest all of them as in their nature and reflecting. That's why this is called the reflective contemplation, focusing on three characteristics of mentalities and materialities, and keeping in mind all the experience around the development of insight knowledge. He already experienced before he comprehend the ultimate reality at the stage of the comprehension, the samasana jnana, the first one. He does not have that kind of experience. He's just trying to discern them and making group and then trying to focus on the three characteristics only. Having the personal experience along the development of insight knowledge, Udiyabhya jnana, etc., the Bhanga jnana. So he already has experience, personal experience with the knowledge. Then he reflect on them, re-examine. This is just like, the some teacher they explain by the example. If somebody just caught the fish in the fisherman walk, he caught the fish very beautiful or something interesting, but it cannot be eatable, cannot eat, so cannot sell. That's why this is not useful for me, but actually this is dangerous, and also this is interesting. Before he released back to the ocean and he examined and paid more attention to learn all aspects, recently what he can do. So because it is danger at this. So after that, he trying to release that animals into the ocean because he cannot sell or he cannot get any benefits keeping that animal in his hand. So in the same way, the meditator focus on the ultimate reality of mentalities and materialities, making into different groups and focusing the focus on three characteristics. But in his mind, this is no more attachment. This is no worth to attach, and then he trying to release it. But he need to re-examine before he release. Okay, this is number 8 stage of insight knowledge, and in this stage he clearly revealed the formation with the marks of three characteristics. This is called the knowledge of reflective contemplation. Then number 9, the knowledge of equanimity towards the formation, Sankharupekkha jnana. So number 9 and number 10, the last one has the certain particular stages. So equanimity, coming with the equanimity. After reflecting, careful examination, and so meditators see nothing formation to be taken as I or mine, then it just keep these formation in mind as all of them due to the condition they arise. And because he could remove the sense of I or mine, and he abandoned both the Tara and delight, no more Tara, no more delight. So previous stages and fearful and dangerous, but in this stage, he could release all the formation as they are a concept of I or mine. Then he could abandon the Tara and delight and two extreme, and just keeping as neutral. All of these formations just arise and pass away their nature, no more Tara, and become more stable by the support of equanimity nature, and his knowledge becomes stronger and stable. This is called Sankharupekkha Jnana. Then the last one, the knowledge of conformity, Anuloma. So Anuloma is the knowledge conform to the preceding of, the conform to the former inside knowledge, former 8 inside knowledge, and the later one, path knowledge, path attainment. Here in the cognitive process, we can see the conformity stages. So after the Godrabu, up to the Godrabu, they change our lineage. This is considered as the whole process considered as the knowledge of conformity, and also we cannot recognize how many inside knowledge process already passed, but reaching to this stage, this is called the Anuloma Jnana. Anuloma Jnana, this is exactly the same, and the same cognitive process with the path knowledge. So here you see the preceding the change or lineage chitta. So the last moment or the highest point is change or lineage, Godrabu Jnana. And before that, after this one, the conformity moment, the whole process is considered as the knowledge of conformity. And after that, change or lineage come, and then path knowledge come. This so you can review the cognitive process in the lesson 35. Lesson 35, we already studied them. So previous mind movement considers as the state of the number 9 knowledge of equanimity towards the formation. Then after many mind movements, many cognitive processes are passed and finally reach to the Sarin and cognitive process that has the path knowledge. Then we consider that is a knowledge of conformity. So sense fear chitta, of course, these are sense fear chitta. So mind door advertence and preparing after the preparation moment and assess moment and the conformity moment. After that is considered as the Anuloma Jnana. Then the change or lineage come as this is out of the Vipassana Jnana because it does see the Nibbana and it keep Nibbana as it is object after that path consciousness arises. So here after studying 10 insight knowledge one by one, and we have to introduce the one, the knowledge, that's one certain state that is ready to give rise to the mega, which is called the Uttanagamini Vipassana, the highest point, that insight knowledge leading to the emergence. So the Acharya Anuruddha in the Abhidhamma Sangaha, he explained. So starting from focusing on the mentality and materialities and up to the knowledge of conformity, all come in the practice, and many cognitive process pass during the practice. So here he said, he explained that when he does practice contemplation, starting from that and and keeping the state of highest insight knowledge at that moment, ripening to insight. inside. And he feel me, he just aware is almost arise. Here the translation apana is absorption, actually it refers to the mega, so refers to the path knowledge. So now it's going to arise the path knowledge. Path knowledge is mega jnana. Then the process is mentioned in the text here, arresting the life continuum. So as mentioned in previous slide here, so arrest bhavanga. So bhavanga vibration after the arrest bhavanga, this arise, and then the all process are mentioned in the Abhidhamma Sangha text. After that, mind or advertence, and then 2 or 3 moments of insights. So 2 or 3 moments refers to the preparation, access, and the conformity. These are 3. If we drop the preparation moment, only 2 of the access and conformity. So these are insight consciousness. Then in that stage, it is called the Uttana Gamini Vipassana. So in connection with the knowledge of equanimity, number 9, towards formation, then together with the knowledge of conformity, conforms. So this is called the insight leading to emergence. Here, emergence refers to the mega. So emergence refers to the mega. That's why Uttana Gamini Vipassana includes the 2 types of insight knowledge. Then the process comes. So after the conformity mind movement, the lineage of Godrabu arises. So here, Godrabu, lineage of the change or lineage consciousness, Godrabu, having Nibbana as its object. That is the reason that Acharya Anuruddha does not include this Godrabu Chitta, Godrabu mind movement, just the preceding mind moment of the mega consciousness, not included under the Vipassana Jnana, because it sees the Nibbana, it keeps Nibbana as its object. But still, this is sense pure consciousness. And what he do is the Godrabu mind movement is overcoming the lineage of worldling and involving the lineage of noble one. This is how it makes the transition one to the worldling to the noble one, worldling area to noble one. After this moment, is no more worldling Putujana. He become the noble person area. So it is a transition mind moment and change our lineage. Immediately after Godrabu Chitta, the path stream entry, because this is the very first time attainment of enlightenment, there must be the stream entry knowledge as a beginning, as a first attainment. So these 4 functions performed by the path consciousness. So path knowledge, it performs fully understand of the true suffering. So suffering, true or suffering, noble true. Actually, there is a 4 noble true. But in relation to 4 noble true, the path knowledge perform the starting function. So for the first one, and understand. For the second one, the origin of suffering. And the second noble truth, abandon. Then third noble truth, the succession, he realized, the knowledge realized. And the path leading to the succession, he developed. The path refers to the noble eightfold path. So he at that moment, the path knowledge developed to the starting level. Then this is how the Acharya Anuruddha in the Abhidhamma Sangha text mentioned about the cognitive process of the enlightenment, first enlightenment, Sotapaddi Mega. That is the reason in the lesson 35, we explain about the starting cognitive process, starting from the mind dot abundance and the preparation, access, conformity, after the line of change or lineage, then path. And if the the neighborhood concentration take the three, only two mind movement of fruition follow here, 2 and 3, 2 or 3, because depends on the duration of neighborhood concentration. The fruition also changes. Okay, keep in mind this one, 2 or 3. Let's go back to the one. So depends on the average person and kin person. So if the person, he has a personality as an average person, and he has more sense sphere mind movement and less fruition mind movement at the first attainment. And if he has kin person, sharp mind, sharp knowledge, and less here, no more preparation. So less mind movement in sense sphere and more mind movement in the fruition. So this is how the gradual development of insight knowledge and achieve the mega and phala. So in the next lesson, we will continue studying the attainment of mega and phala. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
We have a question.
Okay.
Dear Sayadaw, in the Visuddhi of Chitta, does it mean that without absorption jhana, one could not attain insight knowledge? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, so thank you for your question. And here in this case, we already include the excess concentration. So not only absorption concentration. So absorption concentration is jhana. The excess concentration is just the concentration established in the sense pure consciousness. Not necessary to attain the jhana. If one just practice the vipassana jnana, only vipassana jhanika, for those who just follow the pure vipassana, he just need to make sure the concentration in the excess concentration level that can support the insight knowledge to arise. So it is not necessary to attain the jhana if he can keep excess concentration. Yeah.
Thank you, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Any other questions? We have another question. Dear Sayadaw, for insight knowledge of fearful up to deliverance, a meditator feels this, or they can check this jnana in their mind. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yeah, actually, this state is not just going through only one movement. There sometimes the meditator takes several days in the samasana jnana, and sometimes it is more, longer than that. Then the other stages also taken several hours or several days, or Udiyabhya jnana, or reaching to the Bhanga jnana, or like this. So he can check, he can discern by himself, or this is I'm in that stage, or like this, if he has enough knowledge to analyze. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. There's another question. Dear Sayadaw, in the Patipada column 4, 5, 6, 7, are these natural progression or needs efforts to focus? Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Actually, need to focus. Sometimes learning. The vipassana is a kind of learning by oneself about the formation. So if he keep going according to the maturity, he can feel the sense of danger or fearful, etc. all come in the sequence. It just needs to mature, need to develop the majority of the knowledge where that meditator achieve. And so the knowledge, the later knowledge will come accordingly. Yeah. Okay, let's make aspiration and share our merits to all being. Please repeat after me. Imina punya kamena
Ina punya kamena
mami bala samagamo
mame bala samagamo
sadam samagamo hodu
satam samagamo hotu
yawa nibbana padiya
yava nibbana patiya
idami punyam
idam me punyam
asavakaya vaham hodu
asavakaya vahang hotu
idami punyam
idam me punyam
nibbana sabajayo hodu
nibbana sapacayo hotu
mama punya bhagam
mama punya bhagam
sabba sadanam bhajimi
sabba satanam bhajemi
e sabbe
te sabbe
me samam
me samam
punya bhagam labantu
punya bhagam labantu.
sadhu sadhu sadhu.